Hi, lovely people. This is Jamie from the True Bravado, and I am making a video based on a request that I got. Someone wanted to know a little bit more about mindfulness since I am living at a meditation retreat center, and I just want to start off by having a little disclaimer that I'm not an expert. I don't claim to be, but this is just what I've learned, and I hope that it can be of benefit to you. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I want to start off by reading a book, an excerpt from a book, not the whole thing, Jesus, by one of my favorite teachers. She's a Tibetan nun called Tenzin Palmo, and she is a pretty amazing person. She's lived like 12 years in a cave in Nepal just practicing meditation, and she came out and she started teaching, and this is one of the books. So she writes, "Most of us feel that our lives leave something to be desired. The solution lies not in getting the perfect partner, the perfect house, the perfect car, or the perfect country. Nothing is ever perfect. There's always going to be dissatisfaction. If we're always trying to change everything out there, everyone around us, society, the culture, thinking things are going to be wonderful and perfect, we are suffering from an enormous delusion. You live in these beautiful places. You have everything you need. You have all the clothes you need, all the food you can eat. You have nice homes. But are people really happy? Do they wake up each day thinking, oh, how wonderful life is, what bliss? Never have young people had so many material goods, so much education, and so much power, yet never have they complained as much as they do today. And never have they felt so deprived, so frustrated, and so angry. This should be a strong clue to us that maybe the answer is not on the outside. Maybe part of it is on the inside." So this excerpt leads into the topic of mindfulness. And mindfulness is a practice that we can use in our everyday life. You can use it anytime from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. And there are different types of awareness that are practiced. There's first the awareness of the body itself. And many times when we are sitting down or we're moving or we're going somewhere, we kind of forget about our body and we're just all in the head. So one way to anchor us back to the body is through our breath. It's always there. Thich Nhat Hanh, who's a Zen meditation master, has given a lot of teachings about this, and he says that the breath is all that we have in this moment. And this moment is the only thing that is real right now. These thoughts that we have about the past or expectations of the future, they don't exist. The only thing that we truly have is right now, and that's our breath. So if you are, for example, waiting in line at the grocery store, you can practice this and feel your body as you're standing and feel the breath and be aware of the in and out of your breath. And that can give you just a few minutes of mindfulness practice just throughout your day-to-day life. You can also do this while you're in traffic. Apparently in New Delhi, when the red light comes at the stoplight, the word relax comes up. So that's a great reminder for everyone when you're driving and you might have some road rage. Instead of being anxious in that time and thinking about where you're going and what you need to do, just take that time to breathe and to be aware of your breath. That would be something that is really helpful. Another aspect of awareness is the awareness of the senses. So our perception of reality and our perception of what our life is, it's kind of all based through our senses. So another mindfulness practice that we can use is just being aware of what the senses are intaking and just notice it. Notice the smell of the room, or the feeling of the wind on your face, or when you're just walking around, notice all of the sounds that come to you, and just let it happen and notice it, and drop the commentation or the commentary of what's going on, or the thoughts of like, is this good, or what am I doing? Oh, I'm being mindful right now. Even that's just the thought. So just when a thought comes by as you're doing these practices, just notice them, and then go back to being aware of whatever you choose to focus on. Another practice is just being aware of your feelings, not getting deep into the feelings, but say that you have a feeling of anger. Just notice how it feels and where it arises and what happens if you just watch it. So part of the mindfulness is that you will notice that you have your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and then the awareness behind the thought. It's kind of like the watcher of what you're thinking and what you're feeling. And that is the essence of awareness. So when you start to notice that awareness and that watcher, it just shows you that there's space between what you're feeling and what you're thinking, and your action that you take after that. And with that space, you can have time to choose, is this helpful, or is this something that I really want to do? Or, can I just let it pass and let it watch it kind of dissipate? Because the emotions and the thoughts just come up, and they change like the wind. They change like the clouds in the sky. So being aware of that, it helps with every part of your life. And if you really want to get into this whole practice, there's nothing like sitting meditation practice. If you just bring maybe 15 minutes at first a day, in the morning or at night, of just letting your thoughts settle and following your breath, following the in and the out breath, and just letting whatever happens happen and being there with it. That is a great way to practice mindfulness and awareness. And I hope that's helpful. That's just a little tiny tip of the iceberg of what I have, what the teachings are out there. So if you feel interested in it, I recommend reading this book by Tenzin Palmo. It's called Reflections on a Mountain Lake, and it is absolutely amazing. And there's a lot of other book recommendations I have, so if you're curious, you should message me and I'll let you know my favorite books on the subject. And thank you so much for watching, and thank you for sending in that request for this video, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, ciao!